Tinubu didn't know what was arranged. This is coming from Galadima, who alleged that, there's a grand design that in progress and that Tinubu is not aware of, what is going on or what is going on in Kano State. You all, let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. What do you all think of this? Before we go ahead with the details of today's news, if this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to the channel, please do well to subscribe. Like this video, also leave your opinions in the comments section below as well. And without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. A chieftain of the new Nigeria People's Party, Buba Galadima, has alleged that there was a calculated plot to destabilize Kano State and compel the federal government to declare a state of emergency in the state. Galadima made the allegation while speaking on Jigsaw, a political program heard on AIT on Tuesday. He claimed the plan was being orchestrated without the knowledge of President Bola Tinubu on the Kano situation, because unknown to him and I can bet my chest that I didn't know. Tinubu didn't know what happened, what was arranged. He said there was a grand design to set up the Kano state government, including the Emir, such that they could declare a state of emergency. Galadima further alleged that a high-level meeting was held in Abuja to strategize on the purported plot, adding that a key individual, allegedly positioned to become the Emir of Kano, was deliberately sent out of the country during the critical period. There was a meeting in a senior official of government house in this Abuja, and the man that was supposed to be appointed Emir was sent to Uram, and as I speak to you now, he is in Saudi Arabia, he said. According to Galadima, the planners anticipated that once the current Emir of Kano was invited and detained in Abuja, the military would be put on alert and the throne declared vacant. Their thinking is that once the Emir is invited today, he will be detained in Abuja. Once he is detained, the military will be put on alert and the throne will be declared vacant, he said. When asked by the program's anchor to identify the individual allegedly being positioned for the throne, Galadima declined to give a name. No, I don't want to mention names. Go and find out who is in Saudi Arabia out of the princes in Kano. Everyone in Nigeria knows what is happening, he said. His comments follow a recent development involving the Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi. On Monday, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, withdrew an earlier invitation sent to the Emir to report to the force headquarters in Abuja. The invitation had been issued last week in relation to alleged killings during the recent Eid al-Fitr celebration. What are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comments section below. What do you all think of all of this? Before we go, guys, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. Stephen Ladipo says, this is rather interesting and intriguing, or rather controversial. Patrick Adegboro says, do you really listen to what the man said? He said there was a plot to declare a state of emergency in Kano. Once it happened, it will be replaced by their man, who in turn will remove Emir and appoint a new man. Tanko says, thank God the secret plan has been exposed. Risky though says, this man called Galadima is senile already. Whenever he opens his mouth, something whether sensible or not will just drop. Who appoints Emir? The state government. The federal government does not appoint. If Sanusi is detained, as he claims, and a new Emir is to be appointed, who will do so? The governor of Kano or the federal government? But Sanusi is a candidate of a present governor of Kano State. Can you see that this man is a foolish man? I have known him to be foolish when he was with Buhari. The thing is, there is nothing that can, surprise anyone any longer in Nigeria. In Nigeria, you can never say never. Never say never in Nigeria, even if it has never happened before, even if, it is something that does not usually happen, it can actually happen. If it is fair from federal government, so federal government can decide to impose somebody using federal might. So never say never. Don't say because the emir is usually nominated by state government, so that way federal government cannot plan to usurp their power and impose somebody to become the emir. A comment from Shola Borishade says, you guys shouted more than this when it happened in Rivers State, and none of you came out in group or individual to block sole administrator not to enter State House in Rivers. Did you come out? You that you're talking, blaming other people. Did you come out? Did you? When emergency declared, Fubara and his supporters were separated, assembly members remained calm while peace regained freedom. Not only Kano alone will encounter such, but some states in Eastern will also receive the same if care is not taken. Awalu Koki says, the black politicians in Nigeria whose main preoccupation is how to become exceedingly rich to the detriment of the masses who gave them the mandate. This attitude of politicians makes Nigeria worst country in the planet. It spelled dire consequences. I would never trust any one of them. They are all enemies. They are my enemies. They make Nigeria the most terrible place. Everyone has a Nigerian story from the normal bands of credibility. Sylvester says, Lamido Sanusi is the only God-ordained emir of Kano. No human being can change it. Allah has proclaimed him the emir. Matthew says, who told you Tinubu is not aware? Nah, them. Let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Let's take one more comment before we go. Yakubu says, we are all humans, but now I see the reason Nnamdi Kanu called Nigeria a zoo, because what is going on in this country does not look like it's people that are living in Nigeria. It totally looks like the real zoo behavior from the president to the least person. The only innocent people in Nigeria are the toddlers. One last comment says, I once said it, that after Rivers State, the next target is Kano. All this just to grab power in 2027. All that is happening, they are the mastermind behind it. How can someone say Tinubu did not know about plans to destroy opposition states? Big pretender, they are worse than the man himself. Let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching, guys. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.